Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, living, and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda here, like defender of the fatherland, off into a wondrous 1v1 own glorious Faymonville Approach. In the north, it is Jimmy, fighting for the Wehr, Communist Germany, Deutschland, technically also the Wehrmacht, which was the term for the overall, the armed branches of the German army. Anyways, taking on the role here of the Panzerdivision, the Luftwaffe Ground Forces, Overwatch, and Spec Ops. First and south is Finndeed, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, rolling out here with the 6th Armored Division, featuring tactical support, mechanized, and rifle company with grenade and infantry bulletins there. Double focus versus our rifle. Also, a very big thanks to Harrison for donating to the Propagandacast with this hard-earned money. 2 thumbs up to you, Harrison. Straight from the Propaganda Ministry. Of course, a big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, keeping in the business as well. You too can join such lovely heroes by pledging on Patreon or donating yourself. Links in the description. Always comment, like, share, subscribe, and press the bell button. Folks there, heading northwards with the Sturmpioneer to support. Rifle Squad heading east and centrewards there. Gonna, of course, try to disrupt the German early game here, get the fuel a bit under American control here. The Americans do have their affinity for fuel. Driving there's your Sturmpioneer. The shooting there. Reason trying to threaten the carve point here. Forcing Jimmy to have to decide, does he want to hold the point? He doesn't have to want to defend the carve point. Meanwhile, got a full squad heading southwards here for Jimmy. Will Finndeed be going for the super fast take after 2 rifle squads? We're going for third one. Yes, third rifle squad there for Finndeed. Reason listening up there, advancing through Kraut territory. Goddamn Krauts, gotta be careful. They got guns. Well, so do we, Carl. Well, yes, but there's German guns. Rifle squad holding about there. Reason did hit the carve point there, disrupt, and there we go, forcing Jimmy to dispatch a more expensive unit away from the front line to deal with that even briefly. Sneak play there by Finndeed also creates a bit of frustration there for Jimmy, so thumbs up. Third foot squad there on the way. Finndeed's rifle squad has arrived here to the front line, grabbing the northern victory point here with the rifle squad. No, advances further forward. John Pioneer's backing off here. Jimmy seems to be perhaps a bit hesitant out here with Finndeed here in the first few moments of the game. He's not concentrating his forces anywhere, which neither Finndeed is. But there you go. We got the first doctrine chosen. This is Luftwaffe Ground Forces, opening up for Fallschirmjägers here. Possibly the 3rd Fallschirmjäger Regiment with heavy fortifications. Stuka smoke reconnaissance. The Fallschirmjäger, the key element of the doctrine here. Vanguard Assault, another good element, but fairly overlooked. And Airborne Assault, very popular. Perhaps a bit too heavily focused on again in, overlooking Vanguard Assault, which, I think is a really good ability. Rifle squad getting points here. Folks with the Reason squad here. 4th full squad here for Jimmy, so he's not going to go for a Fallschirmjäger heavy strategy at least, since that really requires perhaps not committing too heavily to the Volksgrenadiers. We have seen how those can work out at times. Ground northern point of the rifle squads. So conceding the north to gain the south, looks like Jimmy there decided just to do a switch there. Possibly he was thinking his opponent would secure the centre, which is going to be difficult to then push through initially, but if Finndeed wants to get the north, then of course makes it easy for Jimmy to push for the south, gain that alongside the centre, allowing him to create a bit of a box there against Finndeed. Sturmpioneering southwards, Ralph's got in a bit of a tough position, try on the way there. Likely a battle of headquarters with this much infantry. Of course, Jimmy could always surprise with a mechanised regiment. Ralph's got them moving in. Hopefully no one tried to surprise their wives with a mechanised regiment for Christmas. I don't think that would work out particularly well. 50 cal there for Finndeed. After the lieutenant, so far very much, I would say, standard here for both sides. Nothing groundbreaking, earth-shattering. But that, of course, is also quite fine. Reason's lieutenant forwards here. Some people tend to obsess a bit too much about build order, whereas I tend to fair enough, build orders are good, but also how do you actually use the units there, just as crucial, which tend to be where a lot of people then also tend to drop the ball a bit. 5th column's done there for Finndeed, folks holding up against the troops in the centre. Barbed wire in the south. No sign of doctrine yet for Finndeed. He's keeping the hand on the trigger, but he's not pulling it yet. Going for the carve point again there, though this time around the carve point doesn't matter as much. There's less of a problem there. And we do get the mechanised ring there for Jimmy. We do get the mechanised regiment. Well, I imagine his wife then is fairly disappointed. Rifle squad lieutenant holding up there. Sturm reactions there. Fultz is flanking up behind there. 5th cal setting up against the Sturmpioneer, getting a kill there. Troops reinforcing. Sneaking enough hit down the rifle squad. 5th cal turning around there. Like Kedden there for Jimmy. Rifle squad sneaking in for freedom. Back in Finndeed space, we have nothing further going on there. He could of course be switching grenades pretty fast to put some pressure on Jimmy that way. Because he's also just like to just go for the mechanized command post, push for a fast do it. There we go, Banham coming off as well. We do get to see the mechanized command post upgrade happening there. Decent up taking out there. He also has a few options doctrinally. I mean, he could go for tactical support for like machine guns. He could go for rifle coming for flamethrowers on the re-echelons. So there's also a few options there to have a say in terms of like doctrinal choices for the infantry. Got the Kednev out. There's obviously Jimmy's already concerned about the Stuart Light Tank. It also might be an indicator he may want to go for the Luke stance and otherwise he just go for the Puma. It's either that or he's really worried that Finndeed just can like steamroll him with a fast Stuart and he just can't get a Puma in time, which is a possibility to consider in Jimmy's, shall we say, vision. He's heading northwards again, so Jimmy here, as you might notice, that he's not really doing a lot to like actively defend territory, but I prefer attacking, so in this regard he just concedes territory rapidly here against Finndeed. Which means, of course, if Finndeed figures out the pattern, he can also use the 5th cal quite efficiently as a gym. But there you go. Instead, he's using it to launch an attack here for the north, though. That's going to mean he's going to get a bit more onto the 50 cal here. Still lighting on the way there. Could theoretically again go for the Puma soon in response, but again, it might be simply that Jimmy wants to go for that looks. Oh dear, they actually got past the 5th cal attack. Fire down squad. They could actually be a problem for the 5th cal up north. They can go for the fuel point here. Stumping focuses with rifle squad here. Still no grenades here. Follows the rifle squad here. A lot of engagement in a lot of places. Did not try to finish the 5th cal hit. Got the car fight. A bit hectic, a bit chaotic to be honest. The full squad push back. Stood like tank halfway done. And we do get the look. So he definitely went for that again because he wanted that looks out to put more pressure on the infantry. And so of course was aware. Good chances to light tanks. We can't just have the looks on its own against that. So interesting choice there by Jimmy. Interesting choice, not super rare, but they're showing an emphasis increasing on just Pumas from the Oberkommando West in the face of most threats. Ground the point there, just a bit of steady coming about here in the field. Looks halfway done. M5 wants to light tank out, not to be confused with the M3 he wants to do it, which is a older version of it, which did not have sloped armor, and also had some slightly less efficient engine. Oh, he does go for the Puma after all, so alright. I mean, sure, having a Puma like Kednev is pretty good, but he just seems a bit strange then. But again, it must be because they must thoroughly concerned about being hit by a Stuart before we get out the Puma. Alpha was the rifle squad. Do we have any upgrades for the Fulton Leaders? The answer to that so far is a thorough 9. Grand Northern victory point there. Back here, trip reinforcing healing. Puma almost done. Bit aggressive there. I mean, you couldn't. There might be, you know, some Germans hiding behind a tree with the Panzerfausts. You know, that should be, you know, common concern when Germans are involved. They're hiding behind a tree with a Panzerfaust. Anyways, Puma's heading out there. Fulton moving in as well. No Sturmgewehrs sort of in mass, but at least some are being handed out there to Jimmy's infantry. You can also begin calling in the Fallschirmjäger if you want to. But again, seems less like now. Go do get tactical support feeding light machine guns, which Finndeed has been more than eager to equip his infantry with in large numbers. Half tracks, recon runs, strafing runs, and of course the M4 Calliope. Boom them up the Stuart Light Tank, which fires some shots back at it. Blinding the crew for a bit there. Stuart backing off and pushing through the centre here into the south. Got the northern side here, Finndeed on defensive, though of course again, once he's got the light machine guns swinging against those goddamn crowds, he's going to be in for a really good Christmas. Close to the rifle squad here, being blasted to bits. Puma trying to disengage and not get hit with an anti-tank rifle grenade. Rabbit seems to follow what next. Will he go for looks then now? Like, is he really interested in that? Or is he going to try and take a hit? Because he's soon going to have both fuel points, which is going to be, of course, significantly versus Finndeed. Pushing up here, grabbing the southern victory point as well. Branham going out through the window, lighting things on fire. And we got an individual for Jimmy, so probably not a looks, which means likely scrap hunted quarters in the near future. But beyond that, what we'll use, I don't know. But again, I would like to see at least one Fallschirmjäger squad here. Got the southern fuel point almost secured as well. Southern victory point secured, meanwhile Finndeed digging around the centre. Well, as much as you can dig in without doctrinal ability lamp to dig in with sandbags and mines. Which does make it a bit harder for Finndeed to like actually dig in. disturbing against the folks in the EC, and the folks, of course, aim against that in return. Some security up north there, quickly being robbed. We've still got the fuel pool there being threatened here by Finndeed. Obviously, almost got a wipe there on Jimmy's southern forces. Folks do not get a sandbag up in time. We're going to need to move the Puma down there to assist. We've got the 5th Cavalry Squad also putting pressure here on Jimmy's northern forces. Also make it hard for him to defend the northern fuel points. So good maneuvering here by Finndeed against Jimmy. Certainly, Jimmy's trying to hit back here at Finndeed as well. A lot of action going on again. 5th Cal routed, back here, cut for norm secured. And back here, reinforcing healing. Booming in there, go. Lieutenant with the bazooka, making it hard for the Puma just to close in. Trying to snap the Lieutenant with the spot from the Folks, not going great here up north. We got the Folks with the Gration Steel Pumps flanking behind them. And the center moving up there could secure the center building with a machine gun, though the barbed wire here makes it a bit harder. Finndeed, meanwhile, moving up on the mortar for a bit of artillery, but also crucially, of course, completing more or less almost his combined arms sweep then. Thumbs up there to Finndeed. He's also got a bit of manpower floating. Could consider another 50 cal. He could also consider fuel caches. There's quite a few options there for Finndeed. We should see which choice Finndeed makes here in the face of the Nazis. Ground center here with the Fulton is going to be us to bring in, engaging the barbed wire with the Stuart light tank. Engage the barbed wire before it hurts anyone, men. Sarge, I don't think it's going to like jump at them. I don't care. Shoot it. Shoot it all to hell. God damn. Coming and moving about, crashing barbed wire. The German way is more efficient, you can see that. Instead of shooting the barbed wire, just runs over it. And you feel the that 5th Guard you're going to need a plan him to have to flash them out, or just, you know, intimidate, I guess, to pull out anyways. Got a truck ready there for Jimmy. Strap 100 quarters, like against up around the car front here. 5th Guard Rad, he got Lieutenant Rad's got the far way there. Could have, of course, upgraded Lieutenant with an extra brown light machine if he wanted to. Northern Big Spot sees the echelons. Got the Fultons almost wiped out and retreating. But Rad's also quickly retreating there. Final gun Rad's got forcing retreat, almost getting a wipe there. Puma pushing ahead here with his 15mm gun, still retreating. Mortar there lined up. Also force fall back here. The situation is what you call a bit awkward. They're not the end of the world. Right now, there's actually a chance here that Jimmy could try to in the base to take out the ambulance, but looks like in this case he is not willing to take the risk, which I do not fault him for. And no, not the car front, but the southern fuel point. Alrighty then. Still, that puts Jimmy back in control of the fuel here versus Finndeed. Indy Federal towards the center building now. Got the Major on the way there for Finndeed, taking it as well. Puma could do with some light repairs here. More sandbags there for Jimmy, very good. Northern League point be seized here by Finndeed. Freedom and democracy. Rouse squad suppressed by the MU-34. Stewart sitting out there. Close to this is Stewart. And routed. Puma, and there you go. Strap hunt goes up, and immediately authorizing it. So far, though, Jimmy hasn't really made use of the doctrine at all. I mean, no Fallschirmjägers, no smoke bombs, obviously no flag emplacements. But at least you'd figure to see at least one Fallschirmjäger sword here. But so far, Jimmy's not shown any interest in that. Bravo squad caught with the schwerer Panzerhauptquartier, and it's 30mm flak. Quickly routed. MD-34's Bravo squad here. Mortified there is going to make that MD-34, I think, fairly scarce soon. There we go. No scarce. Pushing to the right south here. 5th cal there firing away. Don't care if in trouble with that one. Up north here, bit of skirmishing. 5th cal there's blocking up. In fact, we got a second 5th cal there for Finndeed. Thumbs up. Right with more machine gun supported as Jimmy. It's got 415 versus 428. So, I mean, at this point, Finndeed's going to be able to get out of tank faster, spot Jimmy's sort of work on the fuel there, in part because, again, Finndeed has less resources to invest in getting into a tank there compared to Jimmy. Also, just, you know, the Sherman is just cheaper. That said, of course, me decided he wants to go for the Jackson. Jump house going here for the 50 cal. Forcing retreat there. Even flanking up around here. Nice play there by Jimmy. Good attack. Thumbs up. Here in the center, Puma holding back the Ralph Fort there. Mortifying the Schwer Punter quarters. Obviously can't do it, though it's going to take some time, but, you know, it's better than, you know, I guess not doing it at all. Got the northern field point back in a few moments. So again, gaining slight edges there with Finndeed, and certainly with that being cut off again, he does have the possibility of getting out of tank faster now than Finndeed once more. But Finndeed keeps up his siege in the centre south against the Schwerpunter quarters in the southern field. He wants it, damn it. For the forces engaging here, I've got pushed out, Puma moving in as well. Going to the 5th car there, and we got the Stuart moving in as well. North side so far conceded here. Yeah, Finndeed definitely doesn't want, like, allow him to have the south here. Even if he can't get rid of the Schwerpunter quarter, it seems like Finndeed has decided this is much easier to defend overall. Got smoke bombs off of Jimmy though. Finally starting to use his doctrine. Thumbs up there. In this case, using against the south there, against the 5th car position there. Nice work.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Grand cut-off point here again. Jimmy so far showing good map versus Finndeed. Slow approaching that Panther 4. Meanwhile, Finndeed is sometime away. He's got more bazooka teams out with the echelons. You may also have to, at this rate, tech for the counter and get into tank guns. 5th car being shot to bits by the Volksgrenadiers. Going up to the 5th car, they're still engaging the Sturm Pioneer, getting a nice kill, Puma moving in, 4 kills, veterans run back, hits reinforcing and some healing. I mean, so far, Jimmy and the Panzer exerting excellent map control here versus Finndeed. And the 6th Armoured focuses the push back the 5th car there, taking a bit of damage in the process, but nothing too strong. The Kedman trouble as well, the focuses firing away. And we got the Elder Squad routed here by Finndeed's Forces of Furious Freedom. More to the 1 kill, and just back combining the Schwerpunter quarters. Heading north as well now, as Jimmy's front line is broken. If only temporarily, it is still a break the last Finndeed to say flat through for freedom and democracy. Ground center victory point there, ground northern one there. And soon hitting for the fuel punch well package, reinforcing healing for Jimmy. Manpower still being further, but there you go. Panther 4, Multier. I mean, he wants to move out. He is smoking down actually. Good, just in this case, unfortunately, the timing was a bit off, which can be a bit tough there if you're not always correct there. And sometimes the mortar smoke can be a bit delayed compared to like a regular barrage. So it can be a bit weird, like, you know, is it happening or not? So you always gotta like wait a bit to like see if it starts firing, then get it down, and then sort of get the timing correct. But you know, thumbs up to Finndeed nonetheless. I mean, sure it didn't work out, but at least he tried. Sometimes that's also just as important. You actually try to make the effort. Plus, it's the 5th round in the centre. Got another set of smoke bombs. Plus, this time we got P-47 strafing around here. So both unleashing something from the skies here. Smoke bomb on the 5th count. There you go, being caught with the P-47 being shot to bits there. A lot of action here from on both ground and in the skies now. Things are heating up. Panther 4 will be almost done here. Puma moving forward into the 5th car there. On piercing rounds up as well, they're doing some nice damage, getting actually 2 thumbs up there to Finndeed's 50 car. Cool cop one being hit there. A lot of swift, furious action here as Jimmy just pushing hard here against Finndeed. And now his Panther Moldier is going to make things more uncomfortable here for Finndeed, who's only got some bazookas to try and stop that Panther 4. He's not far away from the Shaman though. He's not far away. Panther 4 sitting out there. For Deutschland, the Panther 4 Model J. And we finally got some Fallschirmjägers out here for Jimmy as well. Bit late to the party. I suppose better late than never. Also the Lieutenant. Going for the victory point there. Panther 4 moving in. A nice little coordinated push there by Jimmy. Fallschirmjäger advancing with the K-90Ks and the FT-42s. Though by late 1944-45, most of them were equipped with MG-42s and whatnot, since you know they were not going to mostly do airdrops anyway, so they just had that. In fact, most will also be wearing the more common Stahlhelm rather than the specific Fallschirmjäger issue one as well. In fact, a lot of the Fallschirmjägers at that point didn't even like have airdrops under them again. They were basically just, you know, glorified Volksgrenadiers at that stage for a lot of them. They obviously still had like proper veteran Fallschirmjägers from, you know, proper training and whatnot, but in comparison, like, you know, to say, like, you know, ratio of like proper Fallschirmjägers to like, you know, glorified Volksgrenadiers, the glorified Volksgrenadiers definitely outnumbered them as the war went on. So I'm going to check for the Panther 4 here, bit of damage there. Up north, we've got Volksgrenadiers moving in there. Get bolted on him. Ooh. Not a bad idea there. Of course, Finndeed saw right through Jimmy there. As though it's transparent and glass-like and just buzzed off. Sherman almost down here. Finndeed, I've got me snapped. He's still charging in there. Pushing back the Fallschirmjäger. Returning in the back to the major back hitch, reinforcing healing, and the Sherman's almost on there for Finndeed, though Jimmy's not too far off from another Panzer IV. What a Yak Panzer. Just being spread up north there. Puma's in, getting Metro 2 there. And now the Sherman is out for Finndeed. The tank has arrived. Go straight in for the still with an air goes coming straight with Puma, and then as Sherman there go. May not be able to get the Puma to safety. He's not popping smoke either. Looks like too much going on for Jimmy, and oh, he pops smoke. And this Sherman hits a bunch of hay, allowing the Puma to escape there to safety. Bit awkward there for Finndeed. We're going to be able to get the Puma out of the way. That being huge for him. But at least he didn't lose the Steward, so you know. Something for something, I guess. Panther being protected by sheer bazooka fire here from Finndeed's and bazooka teams. Alright, Bazooka Joe. My name's Bob. Shut up, Bazooka Joe. That's not my name. I don't care, Bazooka Joe. I'm in command here, and when I'm in command, your name is Bazooka Joe. Now get bazooking, Bazooka Joe. God damn it. Back hitch reinforcing. Finndeed's got a bit more of a stable position now here versus Jimmy. The addition of auto is certainly providing some, again, crucial elements here and there. Got Betty 3 kills, and again, comparatively, Jimmy just doesn't have any artillery. Obviously, could go for the Stukas at first, but I always consider that one to be, the type of unit. Like, sure, if your opponent bunches you up a lot and you're really good at using the Stukas, it can be amazing, but like 9 times out of 10, it just completely whiffs and barely does any damage. I mean, 9 out of 10 dentists definitely don't recommend you going for the Stukas at first. It doesn't involve teeth, they can pretty much clearly see that doesn't work for you. Ralph Squad to the Foot Grenadiers. Squad moving forwards there, Ralph Squad flying right at the Foot Grenadiers. Got smoke bombs off here from Jimmy, again looking to suppress it, the machine position from smoke. Indeed, filling a bit of manpower, some fuel caches could be a good addition. You could also consider fanning position. I mean, there's quite a few things you can do with all that spare manpower. Panther 4 setting out. Close, we're going to be able to call another Panther 4, which is going to be a problem there for Finndeed. Depending, of course, how well Jimmy makes use of the Panther 4. Also, could actually make a raid into the base and take out Finndeed's ambulance there, which would obviously be a bit of a headache there for Finndeed. Not a big one, but, a headache nonetheless. Fox the Rifle Squad here, ground the centre victory point. Falcon was holding out there. Not enough ammunition for the FT-42s. Moments away with it from the 2nd Panzer Kampfwagen Fias from York. Rifle Squad, they charged in the Falconers and the assault rifles. Not the best, but I think they obviously want to kind of prevent the point from falling neutral, but I don't think that was worth those men dying. I don't think that was worth it all. And Jimmy can now go for the 2nd Panther 4, unless he doesn't want to go for it. Which could be of help there to Finndeed if his opponent starts to wait for something bigger. Maybe. Picks up the Sherman. You could also consider going for a 2nd mortar. Oh, we finally got those grenades out for Finndeed. Which, of course, with the frag out, bulletin means they can be thrown even further. And Jimmy does go for the Stukas first. Okay. As always, not a fan of that one. Not a fan of that one as for reasons already mentioned here. But again, some players, while really, really good with it, the majority of them aren't. Jumping about here. Got the captain out with the BAR. Can of course also put the Brown Light Machine Guns, so most players have got upgrading with that as well. Going for the anti-tank to deal with the armour. You shall simply goes for next. You could also consider the half-tech for the anti-aircraft support. Since at this point it should be away, his opponent's gone for airborne troops, meaning there's airborne or Luftwaffe, meaning there's airborne assault as a possibility, in which case the anti-aircraft half-tech can shut that down pretty quickly. It is absolutely bonkers how good it is, it? Even something like the Ostwind won't be able to stop something like that even remotely easily. Fox hunting out here though, Cap moving ahead there. Heading northwards here for the fuel point there, seizing it for Deutschland. And there you go, Garibaldi line straight to the captain, and good God, instant wipe there. No survivors. Smoke ring off here from the major advance on the point. Thumbs up there to Finndeed. Only for some idiot to just walk out of it. But major, smoke's bad for my lungs. God damn it, so's German flag fire, you goddamn idiot. And now look what's happened to you, and all in pieces. Oh, okay, that was a pretty decent Stuka's barrels. Again, probably because Finndeed budged up so much there. So it actually worked out, but could also just have whiffed. He's got Volkswagen's rifle score there. Until the fire there on the Schwerer Panzer quarters goes down to half health. Puma there with 4 kills, close to 23. We got 28 versus 62 up north. The 5th gunner being pushed out by successive German attacks here by the Volksgrenadiere. Stuart showing northwards. Getting Jamie both fuel points, of course, be a problem there for Finndeed. And he lost the 5th cut, and of course, Jamie is quick to grab the one. Folks, the RAF squad, grenade off here on the Volksgrenadiers. Nice hit there. Didn't get the wipe, but left them certainly much weaker. Shams stood moving in there. Could get to get a wipe on the Volks because they choose to look to return by moving up here, in which case can threaten the retreat path. Okay, they just retreat because they probably hurt the tanks incoming and just got the devil out there. Puma though moving in, that's a bit more risky. Actually used the pop smoke there to cover up retreat. Not bad, but at the same time, tanks could possibly soon knock it out, but still. In this case, still actually works out nicely. So thumbs out the Jenny. Puma gaining actually increasing its damage per shot. Now he almost got the Stuart, then we've changed the line of fire. The Sherman didn't get the Stuart. The Sherman, in fact, trying to take out the Puma here. Got it. Stinging blow there to Jenny. A small good win here for Finndeed. Getting rid of that Puma is certainly quite helpful there. And now this Pentaforce in a lot of trouble as well there. Got the shell shock Sherman in here to make damage to the Pentaforce. We got 324 or 358, big 2 points was still pretty close. Looks like saying up for Jackson now. Or another Sherman just forgot. Or he actually really wants to go for the Calliope. In fact, with this right position here, Calliope would be absolutely amazing. He does pull it in here. So yeah, Jamie's going to need to be a bit careful here. Obviously, Nima's going for another Panther 4. Thumbs up there to Jamie. Still bunching his troops. Calliope moving ahead here for freedom and democracy. Fun fact, there's a similar unit that fired a slightly different rocket system known as the Whiz-Bang. So yeah, found one there. I think the rockets were slightly bigger or something. But it's very similar to the Calliope, just called the Whiz-Bang. I was getting the first squad wipe there. 4 kills. 6 kills. 7 kills in the end. Nice there for Jamie. Didn't get any wipes though. Neither did Jamie Stukas there on the others. So second volley. Folks of the RAF squad being pushed back. Showing ahead here for Finndeed. Folks of them being routed. Up north got the ship Panther going from the Lieutenant. He was fighting back with his bazookas. But without cover. That's likely going to be a wipe on the pack of Lieutenant. There you go. Fully destroyed. The only small piece of, luck here for Finndeed is they didn't drop the bazookas that the Germans use against him. Even on the center, Sherman can't get the second Panther, but should drop the Panther as well. Sherman's about to get knocked out here by Jimmy's Panzerkampfwagen 4. Empty field for flying away there. Crushing the infantry. Good opportunity to sense there by Jimmy as the troops, when suppressed, can't dodge out of the way with tanks east, and so he just gets run over. RAF squad wanting wiped out here. This is going to get ugly for Finndeed. I mean, very ugly at this rate. Panther racing to the base here. We've got 319 versus 337 and 10 moves. Stuart moving in to block the retreat path here. Looks like he's almost trying here with a point blank engine shot, which is really tough to pull off. Which is why, again, they're buffing it to make it a lot easier to pull off. I mean, in all my years of playing counties, I still only pulled it off once. And that was recently. Fix up the Sherman. Calliope moving up again, ready to fire another volley there. Blind fire, never a fan of that one. Never a fan of that one. wasted barrage there by Finndeed, and obviously for Jimmy, easily dodged. Because he doesn't even have to be there. Look at Sidehounds! It's fireworks from the Americans, yeah! Quite expensive though.
Battle damage estimates show the enemy at 300 points.
Heading southwards, got a few 19 to 95. Jimmy's down to get several litre for Deed. He's also got 100 victories to come up. He's got his population fully filled out there. Deed's got a bit to go. He's going for a new lieutenant. Probably more bazooka teams there. He's probably going to need another anti-tank gun though. You could also replace the cat he wants to down the road, but and we'll pick that. Oh, there he goes. Going to go for the Shrap Hunt with the anti-tank though again. Having two of them would be great. And of course, the M1 is particularly great at it due to its higher rate of fire. So again, if you had two of them, he could definitely tear through that Shrap Hunt quarters very fast. Stubbs was unleashing another barrage here. Anti-tank and crew the exterminator. Shattered by the rocket. Shunnering in here. If indeed, once that Shrap Hunt quarters dead. Understandably, so meanwhile though, Jimmy takes advantage of this to attack from northeast, swing in behind Finndeed's exposed weakened north flank here, crumbling it, but the Shrap Hunt quarters is knocked out, denying Jimmy any further armor unless he, of course, either goes for the Shrap Hunt quarters, goes for the King Tiger, another which is going to be particularly efficient, but also crucially means the fuel pond isn't defended anymore easily. So he has to now more actively defend it, which is always one of the reasons Jimmy could control the map so easily, just because the Shrap Hunt quarters was tough to deal with, so it's just like, he didn't have to worry about the fuel pond for quite some time, so it just allowed him to move more freely across the rest of the map. But there you go, pushing it there. Machine cleared out, no more tech to clear out, might grab that one, anti-tank and Shan counter-attacking here, for 10 as well there. Brutal push here as Jimmy keeps on it. Might want to use a blitzkrieg maneuver to get past the anti-tank, clear that first here. Does instead try to shoot it out with it, can work out. Stubbs fires not, but he can collide instead there, catching all of Jimmy's forces in a cataclysmic barrage, causing wipes, punishing Jimmy there for bunching everything up too close there. Anti-tank still found way there, no hit from. There you go. You do get the air support here, which is where the anti-tank have been nice, but still almost got at least one Panther fall there. Air support running in here though from Jimmy on Finndeed's forces. And we got the Bazooka team flank behind the Panther fall, taking out, they're catching Jimmy off guard. A cataclysmic backhand blow from Finndeed, causing Jimmy's head to spin around. Almost got the Sherman there, but he gets the Panther 4. And Jimmy with that just went from being in a dominant position to being in a pretty weak one. He just lost all of his armor at full screen to this squad without getting any of Finndeed's tanks. Good lord, that was spectacular. Manstein would be proud. And it's just reinforcing healing ground to 50 cal there. There's running to the infantry as Jimmy counterattacks. His heart filled with fury and anger, and of course now he can't replace the tank. So this was really just a two-pronged blow there to Jimmy. He lost his tanks and he can't replace them. Meanwhile, Finndeed can add more tanks now. Well, I have to worry about additional tanks. 50 cal is about to get wiped out there. Let's great here. So yeah, good there by Finndeed. Very good. Stubbs moving in now, like, if you can somehow catch Finndeed, blobbing up the troops at the wrong point, he might still be able to turn this around again, but right now, Finndeed enjoys a massive advantage versus Jimmy. Massive. Another truck on the way. Stubbs just fires. Rocket screaming to the base there, getting a single kill. Sherman something to do there for Finndeed. Cloudy barrage here on the retreating troops. Another less fortunate barrage there for Finndeed. Though again, after the first one here, really turned the game around from. I think it can be excused that somewhat, but I think you should try and your catchments out the base. I mean, had he driven up then just bombarded, he probably could have gotten some extra watts. But there you go, truck out. But Kenneth hang back and reserve. Grab this on the fuel point. Finndeed, of course, need to grab more fuel points if he can. Well, Sherman away there for Finndeed. First one good to go alongside the Stewart. We got 319 versus 146. Another 50 cal for Finndeed. For freedom and democracy. Oh, catching the 50 cal of the rifle squad there. And quick retreat there as Jimmy realised that's not going to work out for him. Sherman racing force, unfortunately out of trouble here. And a quick retreat there. Stubbing against Sherman, fine way there. Second Sherman ready there for Finndeed. What will Jimmy do with this truck? What will he be planning with his truck? Who knows? In the center, Volk on the Sturmpionier pushing through for Deutschland. As Jimmy's hoping to regain some semblance of initiative here versus Finndeed. But again, with two tanks, the medium kind light kind out in favor of Finndeed. It's looking rough there for Jimmy. It's looking very rough. I'm still no idea what he's planning here with that Schwerer Wehrmacht Schlepper. It's starting to look like it's going to be the Schwerer Panzer Headquarters, number 2. No Battle Headquarters. No King Tiger.
Stand at 300 points.
300 points left. The Schemling pushed back like Kenmaffers. In the south, the Schemling with the Volkswagen alongside the Rautgruppe pushing in the back. Still needs to get out of there. Fighting from the northern field, we got Rautgruppe. He was the 5th gun, the Fallschirmjäger. Got a grenade off from the Fallschirmjäger. But the Rautgruppe to retreat. Got the kind of barrage off here. Wiping one like Kenmaffers. Another painful blow there to Jimmy, and the 5th gun being flanked by the Sherman. And that look could be another possible up here for Finndeed. No! Oh, he does get it. He does get it. Jimmy's situation is getting increasingly hairy here.
A capture point is being overrun.
Truck falling back here. Ground back in northern victory point here. We got for 287, 146. Falcon's routed. If you have the munitions, you could of course try grenading the retreat path of Falcon, make us possibly get the white. Still fires off and gets a single kill, but that's about it. And you've hit the rifle squad there. Need some armor support to clear that out. Still not sign anything there from the truck here of Jimmy. Part because he's constantly bleeding up manpower now in the face of the tanks. Until this is really Calliope. Sherman crushing forwards here. Machine gun sitting up here, folks are pushing in there. Wants those victory points back and he wants that fuel point back. Machine gun there pushed out and white. Another bitter blow there against Jimmy, against the German army. As he frantically looks to regain control, as Finndeed push ahead here, looking of course to destroy any hope of Jimmy of gaining control there. Almost got the Sturmpionier light machine moving ahead here. Stood holding back with 13 kills. Shem Oz with 13 kills. Gonna grab that machine gun, probably used to defend the northern point. We got 261, that's 146. Forces fast moving ahead here. Straight into 50 cal there. Tank's getting moved on once more. Truck. Still no idea what he's planning there with it. Is it the spare part headquarters or is it the Belgium headquarters? Well, the way he's moving out of the base constantly, I think, indicates, yeah, it's a spare part headquarters. So he's not going to try and let you go for King Tiger. I don't blame him. Don't blame him. We got 249, 146. Still holding back here for Finndeed. Trying to move forwards. Where's he firing? Oh, the end of the base. I'm gonna get some wipes here. Almost got the Stukas of Us with that again. Yeah, he got the Stukas of Us. He got it. Another stinging blow there to Jimmy. And he got one of the flag emplacements. Jimmy is really starting to get slapped senseless here by Finndeed at this point. Shem going here for the 5th count, routing that one. North still backing off here. Looking pretty grim here for Jimmy now. Pretty grim. Need to authorize that as fast as possible and then somehow hope to get out of tank. Another Sherman with Finndeed meanwhile, pulling up to 3 Shermans. Calliope is ready to fire almost soon enough again, due to all this experience bonus there. 3rd Sherman halfway done there. Schwerer Panzer Quarters not authorized again. The manpower shortage is definitely crippling here Jimmy a lot. Suppressed. Smoke bombs off there from Jimmy. Fixing up the entertainment before crewing it. Nice work there with Finndeed. 2 thumbs up. 3rd Sherman almost done there for Finndeed. Just needs to like power up the crew of a tank so he can just free up the population so he can call it in. We got 221% of 46. Now the Calliope barrage off again, right in the centre. Troops retreating. Automatic panics there. Causes them more likely wiped in with the Calliope. Yeah, the Kedman's about to get wiped out. Somehow he didn't lose a single unit to wipes at least. I mean, they obviously took casualties, but nothing got wiped there. That was fairly lucky there for Jimmy, to be honest. But now the tanks are charging in. The High Close are going to try and take out some units at the base there. So they're all bunching up there. Nice work there, Strudmangan as well there. Kedman cleared out. Sherman hits the wreckage of something else instead. Lucky for Jimmy. How long that lasts. Pushing back here, but even then he's just threatening Jimmy consistently outside of his own base. Highlighting just how bad the situation is actually for Jimmy. There goes P-Force getting another troops here. Goes a bit beyond there. But so at this point, Jimmy, I think, very much has lost his match. His chances of recovering from this are slim. He hasn't authorized, again, he can't even call in tanks. The technically has the fuel for now Panther now if it gets done. But obviously, that would also require a lot of manpower, which he doesn't have. 190 here versus 146. Calliope is on the way to fire again. Sturm Pioneer being shot to bits. Ooh, what the Sturm Pioneers? Oh, finally got it authorized. Small bit there, I guess, but again, doesn't have the manpower to like get anything out of it. He's got all the fuel in the world, but nothing to do with it. And there you go, GG, game over. Jimmy's lost the fight, a victory for Finndeed, a victory for freedom and democracy. A nasty fight here was close at times. Well, Jimmy was actually quite hit there, but again, that one particular engagement really cost him a lot there. And he just couldn't bounce back from it. Finndeed just kept the pressure, kept up the attack, and the Stukas I still feel like was a questionable choice there by Jimmy. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.